So that being said, we have an impeccable record. I will say that we're a little bit conservative. Not always. We're conservative from the standpoint of the loans that we make in our mortgage fund. If you join our fund, you're going to get our PPM, our private placement memorandum, which describes the types of loans. It describes the loan to value and the types of properties we do and some of the transactions that we do. It's very straightforward. It's very kind of curt. I would call it curt and conservative. It's kind of abruptly what it is. It is what it is. That investment has been paying over 9% the last 2 years. In 2024, we paid 9.46%, which is well above a point. I think a point and a quarter above most of the people in our category. We're proud of those results. We can't talk about the higher interest rate options. In those cases, we're talking about our trust deed lending department. And that is when we actually put a file together and we share this file with the investor. The investor looks at this loan with us. They get involved in the appraisal process. They're looking at the borrower's credit. They're looking at the assets. They're getting involved in the appraisal. Often these investors will actually drive out and see the property. And it's a whole kind of another group of people. These types of investors want to be involved. They want a little higher interest rate. We're absolved from taking the risk. We present the deal ethically and appropriately to the investor. The investor makes the decision and we hand off those deals and that deal flow to those types of investors. We still service these loans, that type of investment. So you've got the fund, which the investor doesn't have. They're not involved in anything. We make the decisions based on the criteria of the private placement memorandum. And then the trustee loans are going to be loans that we actually share the underwriting with the investor. The investor is taking the responsibility of the investment at that point. We do service those loans. We make sure the borrower is paying their taxes. We make sure the borrower is keeping insurance on the property. We're collecting payments. We're collecting the payment from the borrower. We're then sending a payment to the investor and we're keeping them up to date on anything going on. We'll handle any tax. There's a few tax steps that are involved at the end of the year. We take care of that for the investor. So you're not worrying about dealing with taxes and borrowers. We're taking that all off your plate. You're basically getting a check every month and our investors are happy about that. We take care of the other stuff.